Member Planning Niti Ayog, Dr. V.K. Paul. Respected Dr. Sareen. I think his name is synonymous with this particular institution. डॉक्टर मिश्रा और हमारे सबके श्रद्धेय श्री अशोक चक्रधर जी। हम लोग के बचपन में टेलीविज़न पर आईआईटी कानपुर में कभी हम लोगों ने इन्हें बुलाया भी, तो इन्हें सामने से भी देखने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ। They've given us many joyous moments. So now I know why I don't keep doctors for company. उनके साथ बिता लीजिए कुछ समय तो लगेगा कि दुनिया की सब बीमारियां या तो आप में हैं, नंबर 1, एंड नंबर 2 वो आप अपने चारों ओर लोगों को देखने लगते हैं, बोलते हैं किसका वेस्ट टू हिप रेशियो है, ज़रूर इसको होगा. सो एनीवे, ऑन अ मोर लाइटर नोट, on a more serious note, I'm so sorry, I'd like to say that I feel honored to be part of this particular event on this day of the World Fatty Liver Day, or the NASH Day as it is called. Although I really don't understand why I'm here, because I'm probably the only lay person over here. So the theme actually does resonate deeply given the sort of research presented by Dr. Mishra and before that by Dr. Sareen. It appears that fatty liver is a silent epidemic, and it's an early marker of several NCDs which can occur in the future. So awareness, first of all, is required, and number 2, attention is required, and number 3, action is required on after diagnosis. What happens? But this part starts with prevention. When you talk about prevention, what do I think as a lay person? एक घर का खाना हम लोगों का सबसे अच्छा होता था. हम लोग के राज्य में, बिहार में, एक हरी सब्जी का कॉन्सेप्ट है, दोपहर में दाल का कॉन्सेप्ट है, और एक कटोरे भर के आप खाते हैं, एक गिलास दूध पीते हैं सुबह में. सत्तू कहीं ना कहीं डाइट में आता है, या तो पराठे के रूप में अथवा पीने के रूप में, या एक रफ रेडी टू ईट फूड है जो कि लिट्टी चोखा के नाम से प्रचलित भी है. वैसे ही आई थिंक इन एवरी स्टेट द लोकल फूड, या तो समवेयर इट इज़ बेसन बेस्ड, जो वेस्ट वाले पार्ट में है हम लोगों के कंट्री के. साउथ में अगेन वेयर यू हैव मोर ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स, इट्स अ वेजिटेबल बेस, अलग अलग तरह की करीज़ हैं, ट्रेडिशनल कुकिंग मीडिया है. So the first thing which I would think as a layperson, maybe I will stand to correction because यहाँ पे doctors बहुत हैं, so I can't claim to have any sort of expertise on this subject. But घर का खाना, I think, is the first prescription which we should probably try to encourage our children and also our young adults to adopt. मुझे आज जब इन्विटेशन मिला तो उसमें लिखा था CBSE ने एक शुगर बोर्ड इनिशिएटिव किया है, so that is the reason why we've been called, and also to collaborate in other initiatives. So I think sugar board initiative के बारे में all of you know. It was not really, in all humility and earnestness, I must point out, it was not really CBSE's own initiative. It was indicated to us by the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights that we should have an awareness campaign about sugars and their levels and which food cause sugar and all that. So we piloted this initiative in schools. I think it's been picked up by schools. Lots of schools have shared what they are doing in this particular regard. I think we are focusing on 3 particular habits, or rather 3 particular facets of sugar. First of all, bring what is behind the curtain, जो पर्दे के पीछे है उसको सामने में लाओ. Let them confront it. Make them aware. Second, empower them. And the third, enable collective action. So children know what is bad, and then also make others aware. So children go back in the neighborhood, in their families, they are able to propagate these particular things. I would like to stop here and say, as Dr. V.K. Paul was just pointing out to me while you're sitting side by side, CBSE can have several initiatives. So there are several things which are important. Somebody might say tooth health is important. somebody might say eye health is important. Somebody might say mental health is important. So are we going to have separate initiatives on each of them? And there are so many of them. Yeah, should we have a comprehensive school health program where, on the one hand, through integration in the curriculum, we are teaching children, trying to communicate what is healthy, what is not only about dietary habits, but also about other habits, about restful sleep and other things. And then have targeted programs for diagnosing, understanding what children's habits are, and maybe then take corrective action where diagnosis and further clinical action is required. I am in total agreement with this particular sentiment. So among other initiatives, we will also be carrying out a much more holistic school health and wellness program. But in the meantime, what is CBSE already doing? Granted that CBSE covers around 10% of India's school-going age population, or probably less. With 30,000 schools, we have around 3 crore children in our schools. The total population of school-going age children in our country, as you probably know, is around 25 to 27 crores. So we cover around 10 to 12%. But what are we doing? So first of all, we have integrated mandatory health and physical education into the curriculum. Many of you would have been part of the CBSE curriculum growing up. So this focuses on physical activity, but also on nutrition literacy, mental well-being, and substance abuse prevention and counseling. The second is what we call the Fit India movement in the schools. So that entails not only promoting activity, but also promoting infrastructure development for sports. Then the third, school wellness ambassadors. Here we empower students to lead health promotion activities and others. The fourth is again important. CBSE has issued explicit guidelines for school canteens, where we say which particular items, which components are not to be promoted in the school canteens. So here we explicitly promote nutritious food, limit high fat, high sugar, trans fat, and we ensure that every school provides safe drinking water. And the fifth is, admittedly, I would say we are a bit short on this. There are several reasons to it. That is the mental well-being and health program. And we all know why should we focus on schools. I think that's sort of a cliche. Why should we be focusing on schools? Because we have to catch them young and all that. But it is more than a cliche. We actually have to catch them young. If they are healthy, they will grow up into healthy adults. They will also be able to counsel people around them, their family and others. So I'm all for the partnership which ILBS and Dr. Sareen are proposing. We'll surely take it forward, but probably more as part of a overall integrated package, along with many initiatives which we can take. I take this opportunity to thank you all, and once again I'm grateful. I've seen this institution for the first time. I hope I don't see it from the other side ever. Anyway, thank you all. Have a good day.